Hey everyone, it's Aviation Buff. How you doing today? Hope everyone's having a good day. I lost my Discovery Wings hat, so it's somewhere around the house right now. I'm wearing my tin hat, if that's okay. So just to look funny, right? Uh, Today I wanted to talk about an old aviation museum that is defunct right now, not in business. And today we're going to remember the Florence Air and Space Museum that was located in Florence, South Carolina. This aviation museum I think could have been one of the greatest aviation museums in the country. Definitely top five. The museum started in 1963 and unfortunately closed its doors in 1997. Now this museum was thriving, but um, just like in the movie Cars, how a new roadway goes around an old town or something. Same thing with this. Same situation. The Interstate I-95 was built and bypassed the Florence Air and Space Museum. So, the Florence Air and Space Museum didn't get the traffic on their road anymore, and they suffered. And unfortunately, because of that, they had to close their doors in 1997. But let me tell you, this museum, I've never been to it, but I have an indirect relation with some of the airplanes because some of the airplanes that were at Florence were relocated at the National Warplane Museum in Elmira, New York, which is now defunct, as well. Uh, but so, and also, this was one of the first major aviation museums in the country after World War II, and this actually predates, I think, the CAF really efforts in terms of saving uh, aircraft, and I'm going to show you some pictures here. I tried to find pictures on it. I didn't do a very good job. I got like two pictures here to show you. So let's look at them right now. Here's a couple pictures, two pictures of the old Florence Air and Space Museum. But as you can see, this place had a huge collection of cool airplanes and missiles and whatnot. That this place was huge, and it was everything was pretty much outdoors. Most of everything was an outdoors display, but just I think a really unique museum. And I know there's a lot of people that miss this museum, and it was always a fun place to go and check out. It definitely looks like a cool place, doesn't it? And unfortunately, some airplanes got scrapped after the museum closed, but a lot of aircraft went to the Carolinas Aviation Museum, and some of the aircraft that they took on are still in storage, and some airplanes went here and there. A small portion went to the National Warplane Museum in Elmira, New York. And I just saw one of the old Florence aircraft. I just saw one of the old an aircraft that used to be at the Florence Air Museum last week. It's RB 57A. Um, but yeah, it's very sad that that museum went down. I think it could have been. I think it was one of the greatest aviation museums ever. Honestly, even though I haven't been there, I just the way it was, it really had a uniqueness to it, and had some really cool airplanes and displays. Unfortunately, it went downhill because of the traffic. They didn't get the traffic anymore, and a real big shame. Anyway, this video was just to show a little love. Blooper. Anyway, this video is just to show a little love. This video is just to show a little love in remembrance of the old Florence Air and Space Museum that is now defunct, that went out of business in 1997. Personally, I think the Florence Air and Space Museum was probably one of the greatest aviation museums around. It had a uniqueness to it and had a very interesting aircraft collection. And as you can see with these pictures that I showed, it's a pretty unique place, right? So nothing like a bunch of huge warbirds out in the middle of a hayfield, but that's pretty much the extent of it. But the people that started this museum in 1963 did a really good job, and you can see that their hearts were in the right place in saving these airplanes, a lot of Cold War airplanes too. So they had a mindset to save some of those airplanes. So a really neat place, and I suggest. I think there's a Facebook group page that remembers the Florence Air and Space Museum, so I could always check that up on Facebook and talk to people and maybe get some more history on it. But today, this video is just to give a little love and remembrance of the Florence Air and Space Museum. Anyway, I see you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you, and bye.